Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is George Bucher. I'm a director within MarshBerry's financial advisory practice. Serving specialty distributors such as MGAs, MGUs, program managers, and wholesale brokers, we are very pleased to bring you Chris Treanor, President and CEO of Specialty Program Group, an affiliate of Hub International. SPG has had a very aggressive start over the last 6 years in going from zero in premium to about 1.5 billion. That is with a B. Chris, thank you very much for joining us today.
Hey, thanks, George. Good to see you.
Likewise. Chris, oftentimes in the marketplace, we're talking with independent MGAs, program managers, wholesale brokers, et cetera. And they ask us the question about how can they maximize their value? Now, SPG has grown very significantly, both from an organic as well as inorganic means. When you're looking at partners that are evaluating the marketplace, can you give a little color into those attributes that drive value?
Yeah, sure, George. It's a great question. Look, we look at probably 70 to 80 opportunities a year, kind of meeting with organizations big and small. And when we really kind of distill it down, and we'll make a half a dozen or a few more offers and close on 3 or 4 deals a year, it really gets down to a few things. There's things that we can bring to the table where we can provide investment capital and technology and resource and expertise, but when it gets down to it, there's certain fundamental things that they have to bring to the party and that only they can do. And it boils down to a few things. First and foremost, we look for a strong and engaged leadership team. That's critical. We want to partner with firms with kind of really talented individuals who have done a great job building a firm and want to take to the next level. We're not looking for a turnaround. We're not looking for a business where someone's looking to hand the keys in. So finding those businesses that have a track record of success, really driven around the leadership team, is fundamental. And kind of secondary to that is strong culture. You really want to be partnering with a firm that sees the world the way you do and has a partnership mindset and a cultural kind of mindset that is consistent with our view of the world and would be consistent with our trading partners, both on the carrier side and the retail broker side. So to us, leadership, culture, and then I think the third real fundamental piece is expertise. You want to partner with firms who have a durable competitive advantage in their space because they are either kind of experts in the wholesale products that they're distributing or experts in the products they're underwriting. To me, those are the secret sauces that we can't give a firm that a firm has to bring to the party. All the other stuff, the investment capital, the technology, the resource, the human capital, all that other stuff we can bring. But those fundamental building blocks are what makes a firm great and is what we look for. And as independent operating firms, those are the things that they should be looking to invest in to make them better, either as an independent organization or as part of a larger organization.
Excellent. So if I were to summarize that very briefly, you look for an organization that is able to stand alone, generate growth, and has strong growth opportunities in the future. I mean, simply said. And then the other part of it, I think, would go over more towards the cultural side and making sure you have that continuity between what you value in a partner and how that firm operates, and making sure there's similarities on that front. Is that fair to say?
No, that's a great way of summarizing. Look, I think in a sentence, we're looking for kind of best in class firms who are leaders in their space, right? That's when you distill it down. We want the best firm in any given kind of area, and we want to help them continue to do what they do and then enhance it and scale it.
Great. Well said. One thing that you discussed when you were kind of going through your summary of what drives value from your perspective is you mentioned that SPG specifically can bring resources to the table. And, we've seen a fundamental shift in sellers in the marketplace. Before, it was the concept of maybe selling out. And I think the fundamental shift is now that firms want to partner. They want to find somebody that can bring those resources to allow that seller to get to the next level. Can you touch maybe for a couple of instances of examples of those resources that SPG brings to the table?
Yeah, 100%. And look, I think it's really, the industry is changing so quickly that what allowed independent firms to be successful 5 years ago, which could largely be driven by relationship and some expertise, is a piece of the puzzle. Good customer service, piece of the puzzle. But those are all table stakes these days. Now you have to be able to invest in kind of multi-channel media, invest in technology, invest in other resources like human resources and compliance. And it's very hard to do that as an independent firm. So the way we think about it is, let's partner with firms and allow them to keep doing what they do well, but let's help them with all the things that as an independent firm, they will find it very difficult to have the time, expertise, and capital to execute on effectively. You think about kind of technology, just as one example. In the old days and up till recently, good customer service could be done through just, returning phone calls and processing, paper opportunities efficiently. But with technology, instant quote turnaround is going to become table stakes, but that's going to be expensive. So, more and more in segments of our business, technology and the ability to continue to invest in technology is going to be not a differentiator, but the price of admission. And as a small firm, your ability to kind of not just, pay the price for that technology, but also stay current with what's the newest technology and continue to enhance your platform, that's going to become more and more challenging for independent firms. On the flip side, when you think about marketing, in the old days, if you'd send out an email blast, you felt you were kind of ahead of the curve. But now it's this kind of omni-channel social media, SEO, SEM. You've got to be reaching out to your prospects and customers in so many different ways. And it's not just time consuming and expensive, it's complicated. And you need to be on the front edge of all that. And as a small firm, it's super difficult to stay kind of knowledgeable on where the puck is going, both in terms of technology and kind of digital marketing, just to take kind of two specific examples.
And those are great examples. Thank you for that perspective and insight, Chris. It's been very impressive to watch the SPG organization grow and develop and become a very meaningful player in the marketplace. Your insights and perspectives are hugely appreciated, and I'm sure our viewers are also appreciative of how they can take what they're hearing, apply that to their organization to maximize value. Because whether you're selling or staying independent, as a firm, to be relevant in the marketplace, they're going to need to demonstrate those attributes and those characteristics that you are sharing. So thank you very much again, Chris. And viewers, we appreciate your time.
Thanks, George.
Be well.
Good to see you.
Likewise, Chris.